So thank you very much for joining us for our first movement break. My name is Courtney Handel, and I am one of our health coaches, wellness practitioners at our Waukesha clinic. I'm also a certified yoga instructor. So a little bit extra background in what we're doing today. I would invite you to mute yourselves, and then also feel free to keep your cameras off. So then you feel a little bit more able to listen to your body and explore. On that note, I will also say that this time is for you. So make sure that you are honoring your body and its abilities for today. If I am encouraging you to do something that you know you can't do, shouldn't do, or in that moment feels not quite right, please just slowly come out of that and then choose a stretch that's better for you. Also, that being said, if you don't like any of the stretches I'm encouraging you to do and there's something else you want to do, you just want to lay on the floor and just slow down, that's fine too. Like I said, this time is for you. Take note of kind of your space around you. You can do all these exercises pretty much sitting or standing, whichever you prefer, and I will give options for both. But take note of where limitations in your space might be. Like if you are standing and moving, you want to make sure you're not going to hit your head on something. So that's good to know. Also, if you are sitting or have a chair nearby for balance, but it has wheels on, please take note of that and kind of know how that chair might move and just be prepared for that. Of course, if you have a chair that doesn't have wheels, that might be preferable for just more secure stability. Right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and step back over here. Hopefully you can still see and hear me. I will talk a little bit louder. So go ahead and get yourself into a comfortable position. We are going to start with just setting an intention and doing some deep breathing. So again, you can choose to stand up. Maybe if you've been sitting all morning, that might feel nice to stand up. Also, if you want to just stay sitting for a little bit, whether that's in your chair, on your couch, on your floor, on your bed, whatever it might be, feel free to take that comfortable position. And then I also invite you to find a comfortable place for your hands, whether that is at heart center or it might be down, out and open, palms open to the universe, or you might just want to comfortably rest your hands on your lap or at your side. So again, you choose what's right for you in this moment. And then I will also invite you to either close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or just set your gaze down. Like I said, we are going to start today with just setting our intentions for this practice. First of all, give yourself a little pat on the back with your mind for taking this time, setting aside this time for yourself today. It's really important that we take breaks. And a lot of us know that, but it's not always easy to follow through and take those breaks. So congratulations, you made it this far. You did that. But then take a second to think about, what do you really need out of this break today? What's your intention for this break? And as you're thinking about this intention, I'm going to invite you to gradually bring your focus to your breath, slowly inhaling and exhaling, allowing that fresh oxygen to flow into your body and pushing any flat air out with each exhale. And making note of how the breath flows in and out, just like waves on the beach. And next, I invite you to bring your intention kind of all throughout your body, maybe starting with your toes and working your way up your calves, into those knees, the glutes and the hips. And as you're thinking about each different part of your body, just notice if there's any place where you are holding tension. Again, a lot of times we hold tension physically by clenching restricting muscles. You might also notice maybe you're holding, feeling tension mentally rather than physically. Just take note of those places where you're feeling that tension. And I invite you to do a little visualization. As you inhale, visualize that fresh oxygen being delivered right to that place of tension. And as you exhale, allowing that tension to leave the body. Again, we inhale, sending that fresh oxygen wherever we need it most. And with our exhale, encouraging that tension to be released. Beautiful. We'll go ahead and just do a couple shoulder rolls here, just to get the blood flowing. If you're standing, maybe swinging those arms side to side, maybe doing a couple dips with the knees. Perfect. And then we'll go ahead and stretch, just gently tilting our head over to one side, maybe to your right side, left side first. Not raising that shoulder, just tipping the head, getting a nice stretch along the side of the neck. Beautiful. Bringing it back up, and we'll do the other side. Perfect. Breathing through these stretches, bring that head up. Go ahead and look over that left shoulder. Kind of a different stretch on the side of that neck, maybe even into those trapezoids. Coming back to center. Go over to the other side. Beautiful. Back to center. Again, let's turn our nose and take it towards that left shoulder. This time, let's come back, but come back at about a 45-degree angle between the middle of the body and that shoulder. Take your nose and then drawing a line straight down towards that hip, towards the floor. Perfect. You might feel a little bit deeper stretch in your neck doing this way. Go ahead and bring it back up to level. Take that nose back to the center, over to the other shoulder, and then bring it back 45 degrees and tip it down. Perfect. Inhale, lift that nose up, back to center, and let's go ahead and look up to the sky, just as far as you're comfortable, and then down to the ground. Beautiful. Bringing it back up to center. Again, a couple shoulder rolls here. Shake that out. And let's go ahead and do a couple wrist rolls. A lot of us are spending a lot of time on our computers, charting, programming, whatnot. So just rolling those wrists in both directions. If you like, you can feel free to stretch that wrist, either pulling those fingers down or up, whatever you prefer. Up is a little bit less intense. Again, just listening to your body here with this. And then we're going to open up the back. So kind of doing like a cat-cow version while we're standing, or you might be sitting. So one option for that might be interlacing your hands, pushing them forward. You'll notice that your shoulder blades kind of wrap around. You might also choose, if that's not available to you, just reaching forward. Imagine that you're hugging like a tree so that you can wrap those shoulder blades. Feel them really reaching out and around, opening up that back. Beautiful. You might also find it helpful to grab those thumbs and kind of reach forward. Perfect. And then alternatively, act like you're swimming, reach those arms to the back. Again, you have the option to grab on with those hands, or if you've got a chair behind you, grab that. Really here, the main focus is that we're pushing that chest open, nice and proud, maybe even tipping that nose up a little bit, stretching out those chest muscles. Beautiful. One more time. Exhale as you arch that back. Beautiful. And inhale. Push that chest forward. Perfect. All right. And then coming back to the center, we're going to do a roll down. Again, you can do this standing or seating. It might look a little bit different. And we're simply going to roll down, reaching towards our toes or your shins, wherever you feel comfortable. Inversion is good for us. So we're going to sit here for just a little bit. If you want to get a deeper stretch, you can grab onto those elbows and just allow your head to fall More looking towards those knees. Beautiful. Nice stretch behind the back of the leg. When you're ready to come up, engage that core. Pull that belly button to the spine. Gradually roll out. And a nice little shoulder roll at the top. Inhale, bring those arms up. Exhale, let's pull forward. One more time. Rolling down. Reaching towards those toes. See if you can get a little bit deeper this time. Beautiful. And when you're ready, pull that belly in. Exhale and curl it back up. Awesome. We're going to do side body stretch now. So again, you can do this seated if you want or standing. We're going to put all our weight into one side. I'll start with my right side. So all my weight is in my right foot. My left hand is going to come up. I'm going to go nice and tall first and then tilt over to the side. Ever so slightly. Nice stretch for the side body here. Beautiful. Inhale to bring it back up. Other arm can come up. Grow tall first. Exhale. Bend over to the side. Beautiful. Inhale, bring it up. Let's do one more time each side. Just a little one. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Awesome. We will do you could do again seated twist, or you can do standing. If you're standing, you're going to take one hand, put it on the opposite hip, and then reach back like you're reaching for someone, just looking behind that back shoulder. Of course, if you're sitting, you might be grabbing onto the chair and turning back. Beautiful. Bring it back to center, other side. So opposite hand to the hip and then reaching back. Nice little twist. Awesome. And then let's do a little bit of a couple warrior poses. So go ahead and take one foot and place it forward. So I'm starting with my left foot forward. The other foot is back. The foot that is in front. So again, my left foot, I've got a nice little bend here. And then kind of lining up that heel to the arch of the back foot. Of course, here, do whatever is most comfortable for you. These hips are kind of just at an angle. You can see I'm facing this way. You don't need to be facing that way. Don't worry a ton about your hips. Just make sure you're engaging that core. Go ahead and put your arms out, sink into that. Let some heat build there. I'm going to come up here and show those who are doing this on a chair. You can do warrior on a chair. Sitting towards the edge, same thing. You can't see my feet here, but they're in the same position. And I'm aligned here. This, instead of building a ton of heat, you're going to really just feel the stretch there, which is also nice. Depending on how much on the chair, you might even start to feel a little quivering shake of some muscle work here. All right, so you've all been in warrior for a little bit. I'm going to stop gabbing here. Let's go ahead and bring that front hand up to the sky for reverse warrior. Beautiful. Back to warrior two. And then go ahead and take that front arm, bring it on the front leg, and stretch over your head. Perfect. Now, if you want the extra challenge, you can go ahead and turn those hips so they are more parallel and aligned with that front foot, bringing your arms up for warrior one. Again, if you want the extra challenge and you're feeling really good and want to try balancing today, you can push off for warrior three. And then slowly coming down and out of that. Let's go ahead and do the other side before we run out of time. So just going to be turning, putting the other foot in front with that nice bend in the knee. The other foot is to the back, perpendicular. They're perpendicularly placed here. Again, same thing if you're on a chair. Sinking in, letting that heat build in the front leg. Engage that core, engage that pelvic floor. Making sure those arms are straight. And really what I love about warrior is we can all be warriors. Here at Everside Health, of course, we are warriors for health and well-being. Let's go ahead and bring that front hand up to the sky. The back hand falls down. Inhaling here. And exhale, we drop it back to warrior two. And then bring that front arm to the front. Other arm comes overhead for a nice extended side body angle stretch. Beautiful. Engaging that core to come back up. Again, if you want the extra challenge, we can pivot here into warrior one, bringing those arms up. Furthermore, if you want more of a challenge, you can pop up and balance here. Option to grab chair or table if you need a little bit of help with balance. Engage that core as you come back. And let's meet again with our hands at heart center. I know we're at our time, so I encourage you to just take a second here, slow down that breathing, make sure you get some water after this, and bring your mind for 1 second back to that intention. Take note of how you feel now after spending this quick little 15 minutes, and hopefully you can apply that somewhere else in your week again. Otherwise, I do hope to see you again for our next movement break on the 21st of September at the same time. It'll look slightly different than this. And like I said, we'll have this recording so you can come back to it as well if you want. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope you have a great day.